In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your resources on a class portal page or a group portal page. Along the top of any one of your class portal pages, you have a number of buttons that allow you to navigate to various areas, and one of them is the resources, which is where you would upload documents or video, excuse me, not video, but resources that you might hand out to class, PDFs, Word documents, any number of other resources. Click on the button and open up the resources and then it's pretty straightforward. It has a different look now. You have these icons. You have a couple ways to view it. You can view it in what is right now the grid view or the list view, where it's just going to give you a list of the various folders. First thing usually you have to do is create a folder. You can't put a resource just in the resource. It has to go into a folder. So I'm going to create a new folder here just to show you how to go through that. It's going to open up a window. You have to give the folder a name. Say I'm going to, that was interesting readings. I'm going to have this one be handouts. It's going to be in the main folder. You could put it within another one, or you can leave it as the main folder. In the higher level of the architecture, you put a description for yourself if you'd like. You can add a little file if you want to have it be a graphic, or you can just leave it as sort of a generic folder icon. The neat things, some neat little twists here too that have been added. You can wait, you can load up a bunch of stuff and wait to publish it or display it in a later date. The default is whatever day you've sort of created the folder, but you can change when these resources will become available to the students, so you can get them up ahead of time and change the date when it becomes active. You can also share the folder with another group. As you know, you teach multiple sections of the same class. You can check this and it'll open up and allow you to select any of the other groups that you are administrator on to be able to share the folder to another group. So if you put something in the folder, it'll go to all of those groups. It's nice so you don't have to upload it more than once. There's another way to do that with a dynamic file folder, which I can show some of you if you're interested, where you have a folder, a dynamic folder set up that you can access from a number of your portal pages. Little different hierarchy, but works the same way. You can enable other groups to share the folder, and they'll get all the rights, right? So you might want to decide whether you want to do that. Enable sharing. Archive is at the end. If you want to, at the end when you're done with something, not have it be cluttering up the resources. You can archive it so you can always get it back next year. And then this dynamic file folder is a little more advanced, but we can show you how to do that, or you can look in the help to give a description of that if you're eager to find out. So I'm going to save this folder, and you'll see it will have created a new folder, and because there's nothing in it, it shows that it's empty. So now I could add a resource to the resources area here by clicking on New Resource. And I don't know if I have a handout, but week 1 info. And then it's going to go by default into any one of the folders you want. I'm going to go into handouts. I can put a description, whatever. And now here's where we can upload the file. It can be a link to, you could put a bunch of links to websites. It could be, as you say, a file where you have to upload the file, choose the file off your desktop, off your hard drive, whatever it happens to be. You can link to an existing file if you have one uploaded onto your Final Site storage. Also, if you click on this tab, the content, you could just have it be a description. So say I don't want to have it be an actual file. I'm going to say, hello there, how was your first week? And that could be all that the resource is actually going to be. So if I click save, it's going to save that, and that went into the handouts folder. If I click on the handouts folder now, there's this piece of information that in theory was the resource that I uploaded. If I click on it, it will just pop it open. So how was your first week? So you could put little messages in there as well as documents themselves. So I go back, let's see it that way again. If I look at it as in the grid view, it looks a little different, but again, you click on this and it would open it up, or I happen to have a resource folder here, interesting readings. Click on it, it'll bring you up to the documents. Click on it and be able to download it and save it onto the computer. You can move it down the order, the list. so you can sort things. The only other thing I'd say, if you go back to the home page, you'll notice by default you don't see the resources listed on the home page. You can certainly add them here, so that if you want to have it, instead of students having to navigate to the resources area, again, you probably, if you haven't already seen the video on how to customize your page, over here on the right side, if I click customize, and then I can take the resources element and drag it down here. I'm going to put it on the left hand side. It'll be the third one down. Actually, I'll put it at the top now so it'll be easier for us to see. Click apply, and what you will see is now on the home page is an element that is essentially the same thing as the resources, just a little quicker access to it. So you can certainly have the thing still be visible on the front home page, or students can get to it by this tab here. Again, same thing. This will get you to the same location with those resources. So that should be all you need to know about how to add resources to your portal page.